Welcome back. A hot afternoon here in Harare. St. John's Astro Africa Cup for Club Champions. The second match of the day between Kampala and Sharkia of Egypt. Kampala Hockey Club. I'm joined by Mr. Richard Kaijuga, the goalkeeper. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Yes, interesting results for you guys. Had the first day off, but have begun to warm up into the tournament. One of serial winners in Sharkia, your opponents. How is the mood in the camp?
The mood is perfect. We are just trying to get ourselves ready for the game. Because, you know, these games means a lot to us as for now. We lost our two previous games, but we have two in hand, this one and the next one. So we are trying all we can to win this one, to prepare ourselves to get into the position to at least qualify for out of the group stages.
Yes, all to play for. I mean, two more games in hand for you guys. Yes, the opponents might be multiple champion winners in the past, but I'm sure your charges here and fans back home in Uganda, do you have a message for them, those who are tuned in?
Yeah, what I can say to them is we've come in hot today, ready for the challenge that is put across, and we are winning this for you guys.
Definitely, as you heard it from Richard, they're going to do it for you, all the fans back home, and everyone who contributed for the Ugandan outfit, Kampala Hockey Club, to get out here into Harare, Zimbabwe. I'll be joined shortly by the Egyptian Sharkia management soon. Thank you, Mr. Richard. We'll see you shortly.
Thank you.
Welcome back. I'm joined by the team doctor for Sharkia. Sir,
Hi.
how are you doing?
Fine.
Mood in the camp after a somewhat disappointing first draw against your bitter rivals put forward, but a dominant display in your second match. I'm sure you're sure to turn on the magic in this encounter.
Yeah. The player was injured in cramps or hamstring on calf. I will be take a decision for one time and be okay with ice or medication.
Yes, and you did a stellar job. Moksha did feature and caused problems in the last game. I'm sure he'll cause a lot more problems in this one here.
Yeah, he become good now, and will be play a good match now.
Yes, a shout out to you getting the players physically ready for this. It is a tough task to keep players in condition, and I'm sure they are in good hands. We expect nothing but a trailblazing performance. Salam alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Ladies and gentlemen, push off to come at 1 o'clock. Please do stay tuned. Brought to you live on the Africa Hockey page. Sharkia take on Kampala Hockey Club. Stay tuned.
كل واحد يطلع ياخد مكان او لا قدر الله جول ما نطلعش نايمين. ما انا بقول لك لو طلعت في اماكنك الصح ايه اللي هيحصل؟ تسيب الجون على طول. تاني عم الثاني اللي فاضي اللي بره يحط الكوره رجاله. خلينا زي ما حد اللي بره يحط سكور. دكتور يا
이리와 와 일단.
دكتور لا اهو يلا عشان نبقى فاتحه رجاله يلا يلا كبره يلا يا رئيس يلا يا رجاله يلا يا شباب يلا يا شباب العبوا براحتكم كده وما تنسوش ان انتوا الابطال.
يلا سيادة سيادة يلا سيادة يلا ماتش نقطة على طول ماتش ماشي يلا كده الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا شيء وسع في السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما ولا العظيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. بسم الله بسم الله الله أكبر الله أكبر توكلنا على الله توكلنا على الله يا ودود يا ودود يا ودود يا ودود يا ودود لازم عندك إن شاء الله. داخلين صحيح كده ماشي ولا هنا ماشي هو عندك كام هنا معانا الكوره.
A very hot afternoon here from the St. John's Astro Turf in Harare, the host of the 2025 Africa Cup for Club Champions. It is serial champions Sharkia out of Egypt taking on Kampala Hockey Club of Uganda, and both teams are lining up just below us as push-off comes imminently at 1 o'clock. I'm joined in studio by Rubimbo Chawareka, a familiar voice in the sporting circles. Good afternoon, Rubimbo.
Oh, good afternoon, Ben. It has been a while since we've been in the commentary box together, but an interesting encounter that is coming up. Two nations that are doing very well within their hockey, two clubs that have obviously come out to prove that they are here to rule the turf, so to speak. And it's good to see them as they're now striding along onto the park. I think you can begin to see from Kampala, we have Bosco Ochan, who's wearing the number 18 jersey. He is the goalkeeper there. Looks like a very tall, big figure. Then you've got Habib Sewava Namakajo, who is wearing 3. Samuel Wakasi Webo in 4. James Mugisha in 5. Alan Malita Simotwo in 6. Jordan Michael Mpima, who's the captain, in 8. Aaron Mutenyo in 9. Stuart Mwanje Kavuma in 10. Richard Semogerere in 11. Ian Godfrey Green in 12. Stuart Sempembra is wearing number 13. Paul Ponciano Kayanga in 14. Ian Baguma in 15. Alfred Agaba in 17. Brian Sekitoleko in number 18. Richard Kaijuka, another one of the goalkeepers, wearing 21. And Jesse Biakagaba in number 22.
Yes, also coached by Muziransa Maktum is that Kampala Hockey Club side. And the team manager is Stanley Tamale. As I take you through the Sharkia gentlemen, salam alaikum to all the Egyptian fans tuned in to the streamer. In goals we have Emma Mustafa, El Sayed Ahmed, Mohammed Amr, Mustafa Gamal, Mohammed Al Deraham, Mohammed Ahmed, Ahmed Abdallah, Walid Mohammed, Osama Mohammed, Gamal Mohammed, Nabil Mohammed, Atef Hamada, standout performer in jersey 19, Esam Ibrahim, Ahmed Saeed, jersey 22, regarded as one of the best players in Egyptian circles, Esmat Zaid, jersey 30, Mohammed Ibrahim, Mustafa Khalid, and coach Mohammed Al Saeed, with the team manager Atia El Said Ahmed. Our technical officials, the umpires on the left, we have Efratas Tomuna Emeni from Namibia and Munashe Mashoko of Zimbabwe, assisted by the reserve umpire Mr. Opoku Danso from Ghana, and timing judge Irene Handura of Namibia. Who's the scoring judge and technical officer on duty?
Well, we've got a Blessing Azaklo from Ghana, who's the scoring judge, and the technical officer, more Zim flavor in there. That is Gavin Costa, who would know this turf very, very well. Of course, doing a lot of his coaching right here. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get underway. Ben, this looks like it's going to be a very interesting encounter here.
Yes, expect full use of the pitch. In terms of width and length, has been a trademark of the Sharkia play. They're just too good. You don't know whether to mark space, whether to man mark. I mean, their awareness on the field. Advantage being played. It is played into the body there. A bit of panic in defense from James Mugisha in defense for KHC. But an early chance from the set piece for Sharkia as number 19 stalwart, somewhat Atif Hamada. Be sure to fire away a rocket of a drag flick.
Well, essentially, I saw them actually practicing a little bit there just during their warm-up. You see that it is going to be a bullet of a drag flick, which will obviously ensure that there's more time for them to really settle into a shot. So let's see how they execute this one. First chance.
Injected, trapped. Hamada with the flick, bottom right. It does come off a foot of the defender on its way to goal. Penalty stroke signaled by umpire Munashe Mashoko. Excellent positioning from the umpire. I mean, Mashoko, a seasoned campaigner in the umpiring circles, umpired across Europe, across Africa. I mean, a very tall, imposing figure, but he seems to be the goods, none better than Munashe Mashoko, especially in these ends of the woods.
Most definitely. And well, looks like nice and easy for Sharkia as they take the lead there, leading by 1-0 off of that penalty stroke, and I guess at the end of the day, just being put under some early pressure. But don't count KHC out here. I'm sure they are going to be able to come back into the match. Maybe just need to settle into a bit of a rhythm, and I'm sure they will get in there.
Yes, Moksha, jersey 10 and captain. A seasoned campaigner, although youth very much still on his side. I mean, I've played with him since 2011, but he started on the scenes very early in his teens, and he's absolutely lethal. Speed, panache, acceleration, skill. His hockey IQ is mouth-watering, to say the least.
Definitely indeed. Ahmed Solim passing it back to Ali Alshan, who tried to actually send it all the way up there, and of course having to raise his hand to apologize there, because the team would have expected to rotate the ball around a little bit more, try and dislodge the defensive pattern of KHC, but not to happen, and that is an unforced error, sending the ball straight out.
It's Sharkia with the time G signaled. Mashoko just emphasizing player needs to be 5. Mohammed Amr on the ball, jersey 5, sends it across to this near left-hand touchline to Hamada. Hamada onto the number 2 there, Al Said Ahmed. Moksha looking for the foot, does come off his own after that intercept from the Kampala defender. Retake from Stuart Mwanja Kavuma. Apologies, that is actually Richard. We'll just call him Richard. Bit of a lengthy surname there, as Amada struts forward through to Al Said Ahmed to the baseline. Sharkia finding space at ease at the minute, into the circle, looking for that foot. Does find with ease, I must say, Rimbo. Just transfer of the ball or retention by Sharkia. Patient approach, but they know what they want to do. Lethal at short corner time. A little bit too easy at the minute.
I think quite easy, but also at the same time it just shows where Sharkia wants to actually play, and more importantly how they're going to be able to shut down KHC. Very important is that they don't want to do a lot of running. I think we can see quite a number of bellies that are maybe just like mine, and I'm sure they don't want to do too much running. So the less running, the more energy they conserve, and more importantly, the more set pieces that they can get to execute like this.
Amada with the drag flick. Does come off the defender's stick there. Well cleared in the end, but looks can be deceiving, Ruimbo, as I'm telling you, the likes of Mr. Webo in jersey 4, no slouch, a very skillful player, hat-trick hero twice.
Well, 100%, and hopefully you'll be looking to do a lot more of that as well this afternoon. Now taking it out wide, but great interception here from KHC. Maybe now can look to build some rhythm. Unfortunately caught flat-footed there.
Yes, the captain just needed to do a little bit of a lead run, backing himself Jordan Michael as or Michael Jordan as Moody nicely nicknamed him. A favorite for us commentators up here in jersey 8. But looks a little labored at the minute. But a cautious approach, I must say. There's a nice forward run there from Simotko in jersey 6, catching the attention of the Sharkia midfielders as they look to settle here with Richard with the restart. Back to Richard. Good lead run by the Kampala forward. Be sure that Malit in jersey 6 for Kampala will look to pull the strings a bit in midfield, as he takes both on attack and defense for his side. Influential throughout so far in the tournament.
Indeed. Ali Alshan sends the ball forward. looking for a pass. Ali Alshan gets the return. Decides to whip it back to his fellow defenders, and that is Mosi Mohammed looking for a flick over the top. Great control, and more of a cricket shot down the hockey pitch there.
Yes, an unorthodox clearance, half volley into space, of course. But Mohammed Amr on the ball, jersey 5. Mada in acres of space on this near touchline. So Al Saeed Ahmed back to Mohammed Amr. Amr with the through ball intended left nicely. Moksha, brilliant clearing. Good stick work. It is a stroke. Deliberate. Actually, a hand on the stick. Signaled by umpire Mashoko. Deliberate breakdown and good heads-up play from the Egyptian forward line Moksha with a chance to make it 2.
Oh, 100% there, Ben. Really good work there, especially the ball that was left behind. I mean, what a pass. That just opened up the Kampala Hockey Club defense, and they just couldn't deal with it. Even the goalkeeper was sprawling all over the turf. Same side again to his left. Now, there was something that you were talking about with Tumi in the previous game, as Sharkia are now leading by 2-0. And you spoke about how many of the penalty flicks or strokes were being sent towards the right side, and we saw one of them actually being saved against the School of Excellence for Namibia. Was there maybe just an overemphasis on the right side to the point whereby ultimately a save then finally came from the keeper?
Now, the noticeable difference, Rumbo, is the keeper has a glove in his left hand and a stick which he can easily extend, shorten or lengthen. So your reach on your right hand side is easier. And as you saw, that was a stick save. It's noticeably easier, more space on the left of the keeper, bottom left, as well as with the glove. I mean, as a striker myself, it's my preferred spot, but as you've seen from Moksha with the 2 goals, picking that option, but the keeper was aware that he was going to go on the ground. He lifted it slightly as it went into the net that time, but the left hand side of the keeper is always easier to score from penalty stroke time.
So clearly, if you are a hockey player, and especially in Zimbabwe, you're going to be playing hockey in second term, wise words coming through from Ben there. Hopefully you'll pick the left-hand side more than the right.
Yes, our Rally League is actually kicking off on Sunday, the 1st of February. And I find myself in trouble as I've skipped training, not intentionally, but duty calls up here in the commentary booth. My club, Rising Stars, will be up against the champions, Hippo Valley. Looking forward to that one, as my game naturally elevates playing against the best of the best. It's always an interesting encounter with bitter rivals in Hippo. We know each other well, so if they think it's going to be a riot, they're in for a rude surprise.
Well, we do hope that that will be the case, and obviously you can catch up with some of that action as well. But whilst we're talking about it, there are partners that have made this particular live stream, this particular tournament a possibility. And of course, you can see them pretty much all around the AstroTurf here. We can see Capital Foods. We've also got the Hockey Association of Zimbabwe, the African Hockey Federation. A great big thanks to them for actually showing that confidence in Zimbabwe to actually host it. Also, we've got Hewlett's, and I am a firm favorite of Hewlett's. They always make my tea or coffee really, really good in the morning. So, great big thank you to Hewlett's as well. But we'd also like to thank other sponsors that have come through, the likes of Packers, Believe Sports, Mr. Chando, Aerial School, Health Point as well. I think you've seen them running onto the turf quite often, just dealing with some of our hockey players that have been injured. 360 car hire, Rooney's, Garfunkels, Zim Hockey, of course we've mentioned them, Sport and Recreation Commission, and Rising Stars, who are the official media partner bringing you all the action live and direct from the St. John's AstroTurf in Harare, Zimbabwe. Just in case you're joining us right now on the live stream, the scoreline not looking too good, especially if you're a Kampala Hockey Club supporter. It is 2-0 to the good for Sharkia from Egypt. And again, asserting their dominance. Egypt has got a fantastic and rich history of hockey. I got to watch them, their national team, for the very first time during the All Africa Games back in 1995, playing at the Magamba Hockey Stadium. And of course, they did, beat Zimbabwe, unfortunately, very thoroughly on that particular night, Ben. But once again, it just shows you the rich history that they do have in hockey.
Yes, a very tender age of 5, grade 1 in 1995, remember. Hockey wasn't, yes, my older brothers were involved in the sport those years, but I only took up the sport around grade 7, but lots of rich history for Zimbabwe. I mean, we are Olympic gold medalists with the women 1980 Olympics, I think it was. The Golden Girls with a tournament as well that's they pioneer through the schoolgirls hockey league as well, to happen later on this year in August. Would likely be hosted by Falcon College, who've put on a new Astro. I'm looking forward to going down there. Maybe I'll get a chance to play. But all the same, lots of hockey activity around. Plenty of individuals that have contributed their time, their resources to ensure that we have a nice or a preferred sport for many back within Zimbabwe circles. Credit to the likes of Louis Mnyama, Eddie Chiringa, Neil Evans, Tapiwa Mafi. Plenty of individuals who I might not mention by name, but who have done so much behind the scenes. Coach Sarah Bennett, I mean, been there, done that, especially on the international stage. I mean, Sarah is one of the officials at the 2026 World Cup to happen in the Netherlands in a couple of months' time. I mean, Sarah, your work on and off the field, behind the scenes, you've literally dedicated your life to the growth and development of Zimbabwe hockey. Hats off to you, Sarah.
Oh yes, indeed. And of course, substitution coming on here. Monso, who's coming on wearing number 9, coming to help out in defense. Unfortunately for Kampala Hockey Club, just finding it very difficult to actually get out of their own half. They had a good opportunity, but unfortunately Simoto there held onto the ball a little bit too long and then just gave possession back to Sharkia, who, as you can see, are very comfortable on the ball, able to find each other very easily. It's a clear sign of individuals that play a lot of hockey together, have played a lot of hockey together, and will be looking to do well. But here comes an opportunity, looking for a flick over the top. Unfortunately, it wasn't great, but it has been intercepted by Yule. Not able to hold on to it, and that one is going to be a simple, easy hit out.
Yes, that player there on his right wasn't quite balanced. If he had just looked over to his left, a clear run-in on goal was the number 13 there, but choice of pass, we would say incorrect, but it is difficult out there as you have literally a split second to make a decision. As we see the ball sent through in midfield for Sharkia, Al Said, Ahmed. Brilliant turn, trying to find space, going aerial. It does come off his stick. Thought he could do a good one on umpire Mashoks, but he was right on it.
So Ben, tell me a little bit about the importance of experience. I mean, when I look at this Egyptian side, they've got a couple of youngsters, but a whole lot of experience, which is building up the spine in the team from the likes of Al Alshan, who's right here close to us. And then, of course, looking even further wide, wearing number 5, that's Morsi Mohammed. Looking at number 13 as well, that is Hasnain Abdel San. And then, of course, looking at the goal scorer, that's Ahmed El Ghanaini. I mean, look at the level of experience that's there. How important do you think that is as well in terms of being able to control the game and being able to go about business on the park?
Yes, Sharkia themselves are multiple tournament champions, are somewhat restructured, especially in the last 12 months or so, inviting new blood into their side. Some of the old guard have moved over to their bitter rivals, Port Ford. We will be in action, I think, later on this week again. A nice blend, Port Ford boasting more experience, a handful of youth, but Sharkia, the more youthful and resurgent side at the minute. They are trying to expand on dominance virtually. Looking to the future, it is important to have a nice blend. You've got the old wise heads plus the energy and enthusiasm of the youth. They are lethal on counter-attack. They look to be maybe in first or second gear at the minute, but be sure towards the business end against more stronger opponents. No disrespect to Kampala. I mean, like the game that they played against their bitter rivals, Port Ford, it was absolutely heated. They just have this ability to step up a gear, turn the heat on when they see that things aren't really going their way. That's the beauty of having youth and experience in a side.
Oh yes, 100%. Cool heads as well that are able to calm you down, maybe slow down a game, especially when you're in a comfortable space like this. As you can see, coming back to what you did say, Ben, that it's like they're in second gear. They haven't really actually started sprawling all over the turf or trying to sprint around it, but this is a fantastic run, and unfortunately was looking for the foul and not necessarily playing the game. That is Kavuma, and unfortunately loses out on the ball there. They're still asking, and I'm sure he might end up getting a card here if he continues to challenge the umpire. The umpire's decision is final, and that is what you have to follow.
Yes, many players across the tournament are guilty of not always appealing unnecessarily. I mean, you just waste time, you know, and you lose concentration. Umpire's call, it's not going to change. I am guilty of that at times, but all the same, you're just trying. It's all just a lack of effort, coming from a good place, of course, but we just need to wean that out a bit in our game. It is the end of the first chaka, ladies and gentlemen. Sharkia in an advantage, 2-0, courtesy of captain number 10, Moksha. We'll be back after this short break.
Elizabeth Opoku from Ghana. I'm the captain of the Ghana Revenue Authority hockey team, the ladies side. And we've been preparing since early 2025, because we played our league in 2025. And throughout the league, we were optimistic about our coming to the African Championship because we are the defending champions. And God be so good, we won our league and preparation has been good so far. So we are here to take back the trophy to Ghana. They know themselves, nothing special, as they've been doing always, is to keep the support coming and we wouldn't disappoint them. we are bringing the trophy back to Ghana. So their prayers, their support, their cheers in the stands, at their homes, at their various workplaces, they should keep them coming because we also deliver on this pitch. Yeah. Morale in camp is 100% because we play for our institution and preparation has been just top notch. In terms of welfare and logistics, everything is fine. And morale from the players is also high because our main target is to take the trophy back home. So nothing more, nothing less, just taking the trophy. That's our focus. Yeah.
So here we come back to the second chaka in the commentary box. Ben Munchedzi as well as Ruimbo Chakoreka bringing you action live and direct from the St. John's AstroTurf. It is the 2026 Africa Cup of Club Champions, and really it has been some entertaining stuff so far. I think for many of you that may be just finding out about this and tuning in to Rising Stars Media and wondering where this is coming from, well, that's a flick over the top and that's not going to go anywhere from Sharkia, but they're in a comfortable 2-0 lead. We're talking about the history of this tournament, the Africa Club Championship, which is known in short the Accc, is the premier continental club hockey tournament in Africa and is sanctioned by the African Hockey Federation. Now obviously brings together the top men's and women's hockey clubs from across the continent, representing national champions and elite teams from Africa's strongest hockey nations. Now over the years, the Accc has grown into a flagship event and of course a platform for elite club competition, a pathway for clubs to gain continental and international recognition. And of course Kampala Hockey Club, they're not happy with the call, but at the end of the day, well, they have to keep on plugging away if they're going to get back into it. So this year Zimbabwe is hosting the 2026 edition, and Rising Stars Media is the official media partner. Now clubs are competing, which include countries, clubs from Egypt, Kenya, Ghana, Nigeria, Zimbabwe, Zambia and Namibia, a whole host of countries. And this definitely augurs well, especially for Zimbabwe, which is a #1 tourist destination, I might add. Just needed to chuck that one in, Ben, courtesy of Forbes magazine. And of course, just a good time for all of our visitors to actually enjoy the sun in the Sunshine City.
Oh, indeed. And special shout out to all our viewers joining us in online. Interesting comment from Aquino Jerry 3008. Wrong approach from Kampala. We might beg to differ against a much stronger side in Sharkia, who are unable to unlock any defense, if you ask me. It is difficult. Hockey is a difficult sport, but we do appreciate the comment there. Leslie Matipedza. Young Les, how are you doing? Yes, you are missed as well back home, little brother. And shout out to you, also plying your trade where you are. It's lovely to see that you're still involved in hockey. Keep going, young man. Also, Jack Sparrow, who mentions that the last quarter was interesting. Encouraging the viewers to keep sharing for more viewers. Thank you very much for that.
Here comes the short corner, chance for a shot. Goalkeeper does very well to keep that one out. And of course, some good support coming through from the Kenyan sides as well. The Kenyan ladies are right under there. They're enjoying the hockey, so they're also supporting Kampala Hockey Club. Now here's something quite interesting, and this one stems from rugby. I'm not so sure if it pours over into hockey, but Kenyans and Ugandans call each other the noisy neighbors because of how each one celebrates their level of success, especially when they play against each other. So today the noisy neighbors are celebrating each other, so let's see how that one will go. Great defensive work from wow.
Yes, Hamada picked off there after that good defensive effort. Chance for reverse text, tomahawk, And it finds the far post. Excellent identification of space there from, we just get a number of...
Looks like Ian Baguma there. Looks like Ian Baguma.
Yes, jersey 15, good awareness at top D, turning the defender inside out and just rocketing it into the far bottom right. I mean, you just mentioned that about the rivalry, I'd say, between the Kenyans and Ugandans, both neighbors, when they played against each other. It was heated, but no love lost, even in the comment section. They were both having a go at each other, all good vibes, but all the same, it is 2-1. Kampala Hockey Club right back in it.
Well. Could this be indiscipline here from Sharkia coming from their number 11? That's Abdallah. Might have just thrown out his arm there and he's received a yellow card. He's going to have some time on the bench. And I would think that he's quite lucky. Of course, he's trying to explain to the umpire that he made a mistake. I think maybe as a show of remorse, it would have been great for him to come down to the player who has been hurt and maybe say something. But with that lack of remorse, I think Mnashe Mashoko is well within his rights to actually bring out that yellow card and send him to the bench. And so that will mean that they are going to be short of men for a bit of a while. Indiscipline at its highest level there, Ben.
Yes, not memorable. Few seconds for him, I'm sure.
Thank you.
Too many appeals from the Egyptians, and umpire just telling the captain to cut it out. Very competitive they are. Always appealing for ascendancy, but where it warrants.
Well, look, in all honesty, when anybody walks onto the turf here, they've got one goal in mind, and that is to win. Win at all costs, maybe not so, but win is what they want, and sometimes that adrenaline and that rush can also get to their heads. And cool heads are needed as you're going to continue in the game. But right now it's 2-1, still in favor of Sharkia. They will still be slightly comfortable since they do have one goal in the bag as a lead. But this is the time where I would like to see more pressure being applied by Kampala Hockey Club, so that they can actually force that second goal. This is the time. It's one man short, move the ball around, open up the defense, and be able to score, because that yellow card is not going to last forever.
Yes, just 5 minutes in the naughty chair as Moksha spreads it over to Hamada, jersey 19. Hamada with the through ball. It's come off Richard's foot there. As thank you for pointing that out, Vanessa Abeja, 308. Baguma being the youngest player in this Kampala side, scoring that goal to bring his side well within it by 2-1. Good play down the line. Counter attack from Kampala, who've found the stride. Mohamed Amr with those long levers just pipping the ball. And also Tendai Blessing, is that young Hatichki? Well, I always give my best regardless of how fit I am. That I can guarantee you. Yeah, but given my many Christmases, for the lack of a better word, I do look forward to playing on Sunday, albeit maybe from the reserves. I mean, you guys have been attending sessions more than me. But yeah, as your captain, yeah, I always leave my mark. But shout out to you, my brother.
Well, 2 substitutions here from Sharkia, and obviously hope to see you, Ben, on the park. However short a time that will be on Sunday.
Not you again, I mean, I've been having it from Mudiwa and Kays the last couple of days. I thought, really? Really?
Well, at least you would have come onto the park there, Ben. unlike some of us who won't even step on the turf.
Pressure much?
Not too much. No demand for a goal. No demand for a goal. Just to play. So looking like they're tussling a little bit better here, trying to make use of the time. But that time is fast running out. That yellow card is going to come to an end. And if they haven't made use of it by at least scoring a goal or conceding one, they'll be thoroughly disappointed. And slipping there, but oh my word, a horrible pass there. And that just gives the ball back. Moksha now. Oh, great turn. Cuts back inside, still with possession. Oh, he's just cutting through them. But the goalkeeper actually has to lie down in order to try and make sure that doesn't go goalward. Now here's a chance. Gone past one. I think that was supposed to be a pass. Wasn't read.
Yes, Mohamed Amr is showing his experience in combination with Hamada. Ball sent into the D, a rather tame cross there. But it is very hot out there. I'm showing it's taking a toll on the players with some labored looking passes at the minute. The substitutions could come in handy right now for the players to get a well-earned breather. As you see, another loose pass there from Kampala, but it is quite warm at the minute as that yellow card offense. 5 minutes in the Sinbin comes to an end. Back to full strength, Sharkia.
And there we go again. They will be held responsible for this by the scoreline at the end of the game, if it is to go in the direction that it's currently going right now. When you do have an extra man on the park, you need to be able to keep possession. Too many loose passes in that time and in that space where they actually had one man over Sharkia. But Moksha now trying to hold on to it, and that looks like it's going to be a long one, long corner, and they're going to bring it back there to that line.
It's appealing for a short corner, but the defender did get a ball. Mohamed Amr on the ball into the D. Just a wry foot in there. Pleading his innocence though. Mashoko right there. Walid Mohammed, jersey 12, knew what he was doing, I guess.
Well, sometimes you have to take one for the team, and if you don't get a card for it, well, I would say hooray. But here we have it now. A lot of frustration here from the technical bench of Kampala Hockey Club. There is lethargy. There doesn't seem to be urgency. And also, more importantly, even getting back into defensive shape, they haven't really been disciplined in that regard, allowing some balls to just really slice through. And that doesn't augur well for their scoreline. And it's very understandable that the coach is quite frustrated at the moment and hoping that the boys can do much better. And there we go, that lethargy that we're talking about, Ben. You've got close on to 3 or 4 players that were up there for Kampala Hockey Club. This is the time to take advantage. Put some skates on it.
Yes, but Mohamed Amr knew what he was doing, sort of playing the ball to take away that advantage, earning himself a green card for that cynical play. Miscued from Pima, the captain. Good recovery in the end. Very vocal coaching box downstairs, urging his players forward. Just a little bit more energy, quite lethargic in their approach, as you've mentioned. Hamada.
Well, to an extent, I would also be lenient against them. This is a hockey tournament, and miscued and almost fell into the lap of the man who got the yellow card more recently, and that is Abdallah. But he manages to squeeze a long corner. Moksha. Oh, lovely cross. Still sticking around with the ball in the D. But they finally do get some reprieve from the umpire. So just making sure that the ball is in the right place. Now, here they start. Mpima now, the captain, passes it back inside. Looking for a pass over the top. Very loose. Very, very loose by Kaima. And now picked up by Sharkia. Looking for that pass. Doesn't find it as well.
Quite assertive going forward. Osama Mohammed there in midfield. The technical ability as he surges forward, keeping the ball out in front of him whilst also scanning and remaining in control of the ball for those forward passes through to the attackers. There's no pressure whatsoever on the ball runner from Kampala. I mean, they got to press a little bit higher, remember. I mean, just sitting back at the minute, inviting Sharkia to move forward.
Yeah, definitely. There's no press at the moment, and it looks like a substitution is going to be coming quite soon. And it looks like Kavuma is the one who's coming off, and Bayule who's going to come on.
Pima onto Webo. Patient approach from Kampala Hockey Club. Transferred out onto the left into the substitute Maivule, hounded by Sama Mohammed in midfield.
So now picked up by Sharkia. Comes towards this near side, loses possession. The goal scorer there, Baguma, playing really well. Manages to get out of trouble. Now needs the elder statesman within the team to also follow suit. Put in a little bit of urgency. There seems to be too much of slowing down of play, allowing them to organize themselves. Even if you look for that cross-field pass, it's going to be so difficult. As you can see, Baguma there has been overshadowed and the ball was almost taken away. It's because they allowed Sharkia to just get back into some form of defensive shape. Now let's see on the counter-attack how Sharkia goes about business.
So it looked like a shove in the back there, not picked up by the umpires. But all the same, it is a 2-1 half-time. It is a welcome drinks break. We will be back, ladies and gentlemen. Advantage Sharkia, 2-1 over Kampala Hockey Club. Please stay tuned.
The Ghana Revenue Authority Hockey men's team. Yes, we knew that we were definitely going to qualify for the championship. So right from the beginning of our league season, our main aim was to, everything that we were doing was geared towards competing in the club's championship. Yes, they are feeling very good. Most of us have played in the championship for some time now, and a few of them playing for the first time. So it's quite a kind of a mixed feeling. But then in total, I think that morale in camp is good and the boys are ready.
Yo, what's up? This is Jera. So, word of the day, focus on the winning, keeping positive. See you there.
I think appreciating where Hippo is from. Hippo, it's a Hippo Valley Estate, it's a farm. So you'll find that the players, their background is their children, initially of employees on the farm. So for them to get to this level, where you're competing for the top crown in Africa, coming from a farm in the middle of, sort of Tirezi, the low belt of Zimbabwe, I think it means the world to a lot of the players here, and in fact to myself, to actually say we're now on the continental stage coming from that particular background. But getting here is it's a team effort, and I think part of the team that you don't see here is those who have helped us to get to this point, the sponsors who've put in a significant amount of money to pay for everything that has managed to get us here. I think we're particularly appreciative to Hewlett's to get us to this continental tournament.
Honestly, I'm so excited. I can't believe that we are finally here. We get to play some good hockey. We get to watch some good hockey. It's been a really long journey from last year qualifying, I think it was in January, and trying to get the pieces together, getting the team together, getting the logistics together because we traveled. And honestly, I feel so grateful to be here. The good thing is we know each other quite well. I think everyone who's come from out of the country, we have played together before, and we've had a few practices together as well. So gelling, we've gelled. We just have to see how we come together on match day, because everyone has to give their best, and that comes down to individuals.
My name is Amr El Hadi. I'm playing in Port Fahd hockey team. Just we came here to African Cup for Club Champions. I like all the times we are preparing well, training well, and we came here to get the champions. We came here because we are champions of the Egyptian League, and this is the first time, the second time for us to join this tournament, and we hope that we win. First of all, I want to thank the Zimbabwe Hockey Federation, because I think the field is very well, organized very well, and every time we come back to Egypt, we tell about our friends, all things is good about this journey.
It's always really good to have stuff on home soil. Pretty pumped. The ladies are pretty pumped to have it back home, and I'm sure with home support, we should be able to give people a good show.
Oh, we're super excited. I mean, for our team, we've qualified quite a number of times, but just hadn't had the funds to be able to travel to other African countries. So just the fact that we're hosting it it's excitement, and just. Yeah, purely, it's just purely excitement.
This is a big opportunity for Hippo, both men's and women's. I think for all the teams in Zimbabwe. It's such a big opportunity, a big stage for all the teams, because hosting such a big tournament means a lot for everyone.
Sing as much as you can, all right, allow us to do the playing, all right, and hopefully, we can't control results, but we're looking forward for the best.
Sijabulile ukubana siya ku Accc njalo ama players ethu ama spirits abo high, and silethemba lokubana sizadlala kuhle ku Accc njalo silethemba lokubana ama result azasifavor ukubana sihambe ku final.
Look, we are representing Maribiland as coming from this region, but I think we're also there representing Zimbabwe as a whole. And so we just would call on anyone from any part of the country to say, come support us at St. John's, the way we are playing. And not just us, I mean, there's Hippo as well, even though, yes, they are a competitor at this level, but they're also representing our country. And we have good camaraderie between the two clubs. And so, yeah, we would appreciate any support that comes our way.
Elizabeth Opoku from Ghana. I'm the captain of the Ghana Revenue Authority hockey team, the ladies side. And we've been preparing since early 2025 because we played our league in 2025. And throughout the league, we were optimistic about our coming to the African Championship because we are the defending champions. And God be so good, we won our league and preparation has been good so far. So we are here to take back the trophy to Ghana. They know themselves, nothing special, as they've been doing always, is to keep the support coming and we wouldn't disappoint them. We are bringing the trophy back to Ghana, so their prayers, their support, their cheers in the stands, at their homes, at their various workplaces, they should keep them coming because we also deliver on this pitch. Yeah. Morale in camp is 100% because we play for our institution and preparation has been just top notch. In terms of welfare and logistics, everything is fine. And morale from the players is also high because our main target is to take the trophy back home. So nothing more, nothing less, just taking the trophy. That's our focus. Yeah.
But the score at a measly 2-1, Rainbow Sharkia could be well within a higher amount of score. Just 2-1 is the lead, but credit to a very lethargic, yes, Kampala, but holding their own against one of Africa's best, themselves the best out of Uganda, best of the best against best of the best. Interesting encounter. How do you think this one will sway in the second half?
Well, look, I think the second half we are going to see a bit of another gear being shifted into by Sharkia there to try and put the match to bed as early as possible and then be able to make some rotations from the bench. I think that will be key. It will be important, especially in looking at where they're progressing to ultimately in the tournament as we're talking about it. I think for Kampala Hockey Club, what they need to do is to be more in the face of the backline of Sharkia. They haven't done enough of that, and that has just allowed Sharkia to run rings around them. And as you said rightly, that they could have been 5 or 6 goals ahead. But I feel that this is more of game management that's happening from Sharkia here. Look, we're already a goal ahead. We aren't really under much pressure. Let's manage the game. Let's rotate the ball around. Let's make sure everybody has a feel of the ball. And I think that's what they're looking to do.
Yes, identification of space, more commitment towards the cause, all to play for. Finally poised at 2-1. It is Kampala Hockey Club taking on Sharkia. As we await push-off. Umpire signals the start overhead. It is except there. Not 5. Quick thinking. Mohammed Amr did not retreat. 5 there. Despite appeals, advantage Kampala early on. They mean businesses in second half. A distinct difference as we're seeing as Zaid, jersey 30, one to look out for. Didn't feature much in the first half, but I tell you what, Rimbo, one of the top players in Egyptian hockey circles. He's having a riled chat with his opposite goalkeeper there. But short corner time for Kampala.
I don't think that that conversation will be that pleasant if Zaid actually starts scoring there. So, but here comes the penalty corner. They have to make use of this. They have to make use of this. Oh, well, there you go.
Reprieve into the D sector cross, deflection, saved by the goalkeeper. Kampala applying the pressure, steer towards goal. Mohammed Amr well positioned. Counter attack here for Sharkia.
Oh, lovely pass.
Osama Mohammed across to Zaid with the shot towards goal. Well recovered in the end, but excellent counter attack hockey from Osama and Zaid. Wow. Defense into attack and literally splits of second.
Comes back again, losing defensive shape far too quickly there. But here they have the ball here, and they've got lots of energy in them right now. This is what I was talking about here. Now we're seeing some of that back line being made to run a little bit more by Kampala Hockey Club. That will definitely help the cause. Maybe even force a couple of substitutions from Sharkia side to try and actually, see whether they can contain what Kampala Hockey Club are doing. But right now, a good start to the second half.
Yes, creating multiple chances for themselves. Good tracking, just hitting him on the backstick. Hamada steps forward onto Mohammed Amr. Amr scanning back to Hamada. Patient build up as they just sneakily inch forward. Here's to the D. Moksha, reverse stick, tomahawk, saved, rebound, double save from the goalkeeper, who swats it away. An excellent showing there from goalkeeper. There's Richard Kaijuka in goals for Kampala Hockey Club, keeping their side well in it.
Oh yes, definitely fantastic work in order to make sure that he's keeping them right in there. Great serve, great save, great awareness as well to just make sure that he's kept them out. But Sharkia is not done yet. Swept into the D, and that is a penalty corner. Kampala Hockey Club will be a bit disappointed, but to be honest, that ball was really way above waist level, and that could have been expected that was going to go against them. So here's another chance for Sharkia to maybe extend that lead.
It's a chance for Sharkia. It is jersey 13, Osama Mohammed on the right-hand castle. Moksha and Hamada poised. Looks like it's going to be Hamada followed in by Moksha. I do think they're going to do a variation behind the back door. Moksha lifts it over the keeper, but not quite on target. The goal was open. Trickery at top D. Goalkeeper looks to have injured himself there. On that defensive effort. They do have Bosco Ochan in reserve. Looks like he just might have hyperextended a bit there, but should be fine as he gets kitted back off. A tough cookie he is.
Oh yeah, definitely a tough cookie. Maybe could we just say one touch too many within the D. Looked like the variation was quite good, or maybe just poor execution upon making the shot.
Yes, I should just think he missed the target. Moksha is clinical at best, very consistent as well. So found himself unlucky after that variation.
And there we go again. Albeit it is a foul, but that is what you need to do to apply pressure. When you apply pressure at the back line, then you're able to steal a turnover of possession. But Kampala Hockey Club doing quite well, trying to bring the ball upfield here. Mutenyo needs a pass, a slow down play just a little bit. Are they going to find another opportunity? And still looking for a pass through, looking like they've run out of options.
So playing through the stick, experience being shown by Mohammed Amr through to Moksha. Turns after Berners into the D. It is a long corner. Deceptively fast is the captain, jersey 10, Moksha. Quick restart from Moksha. Intercepted. Webo with the counter attack here.
That pass coming in far too late. There was a chance on the left hand side. There was a runner and you really need to pick up your head and be able to send that through within time. He raises his hand in apology towards the bench. That's Simoto. If they are to penetrate this defense, once you get into that kind of a position where you got them running back towards goal, then you make the passes quite quickly to those that are running.
Yes, sir, indeed. Reset here. Deft little touch over the stick. Midfield onto Hamada. It was El Sayed Ahmed. Hamada with the slider into the D, touched. Deftest touch there by the number 9. Unmarked. Mohamed Mansour, jersey 9. Keeper right on the money. But turning on the style a bit in the second half is Sharkia.
Almost went in. And that deft little touch would have been one for the highlights. But at this point, hits the foot and turnover of possession there. And is the umpire a little bit disappointed with Moksha here? And his protests, I don't think he's taking too kindly to them. But it looks like
Richard Kaijuka there feeling the effects of that hyperextension before going down to his haunches. But the medics of Health Point are right up there and we'll be sure to bring him back to 100%. So we just take a things are coming to the heat a bit.
And so conversation does continue from technical bench to technical officer to umpires to players on the park, and lots of discussion there on what needs to be done. And with the goalkeeper being injured, pretty much similar in football, we don't have a goalkeeper coming off unless they are really injured. So that's what Kampala Hockey Club are arguing right now. And of course it does also give their own players rest, so I understand exactly why. But looks like we should be going ahead with the game right now, unless if the goalkeeper has to come off. Doesn't look like he's looking too good, and the goalkeeper has to come on. We're back in the thick of things here after a bit of a lengthy delay, and it looks immediately we've got a green card coming out. Tempers are still flaring, and again up by one man. Kampala Hockey Club, can they take advantage? Score is still 2-1. Round about just under 9 minutes left in this third quarter. Ben, it is on a silver platter for Kampala Hockey Club to come back into this, but they just have to take the opportunity right now.
Yes, Baguma, Silky's stick skills there. Yes, Kampala just need to retain possession here, but kind of unlucky at that minute. But they just need to press as you're signaling. I mean, you're a man up. No point in sitting back, Rimbo.
Absolutely no point in sitting back. You've got more than enough numbers to cover for yourself in defense. They have to press up and try and hustle possession out of the stick of Sharkia, but well, they've got their possession. But the problem is, once again, just too slow, not restarting play quickly enough, not being able to get onto the ball and calling for it. It looks like there's a silence as well on the turf.
I think, Rimbo, just to beg to differ on that, what I'm noticing, I think it might be a noticeable tactic of Kampala just to really slow things down, to frustrate opposition, and duly obliging. Sharkia. I mean, clever from the Ugandan camp, if you ask me. Although that is a short corner, a chance for Sharkia, Moksha and co. Amada strutting forward in authority. He's hungry for this one.
I think he really wants this one. I think Sharkia would be driven at the present moment to try and score a goal that will settle this match in the third quarter. Going into the fourth quarter, 2 goals in the lead, that will definitely give you lots of control over the game. But Kampala, in my view, cannot afford to keep on slowing down the game. It's time that's going. You are not in the lead, and so I would expect you to hustle a bit more. Ball still belonging to Sharkia there. Mad trying to get it into the circle. Ball comes into the deep, but it is a Kampala Hockey Club which has got the possession now. Can they get it forward? Holding on to possession a little bit too long. Oh, no way. Oh, well, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure, Munashe. I'm not so sure.
Yes, Mohammed, from our view especially, I mean, the umpire had a different view. Looked like he stepped across the line there, but did so cleverly, got away with it. Mohammed Amr with the overhead. Reset back to Mohammed Amr.
Looking for a flick.
That's Osama Mohammed.
So again, Moksha doing what he does best, but this time round his tomahawk shot not able to find the near post. Quality player he is, clearly showing his class on the park. It is going to be a hit out here for Kampala. Webo calling for the ball, receives it, but that has been taken away. Ahmad. Oh, that's a good flick over the top, well controlled, and all of a sudden in a good attacking position, Sharkia, but smothered this time round. Baguma putting in some good pressure. That's a good intercept. Can the counter attack go? Trying to release that ball, couldn't. He was fouled. Still taking far too much time in terms of reacting, I would say. But then again, I'm not the coach, and I'm still yet to get my FIH level 1, if that is of any recourse for me to actually say this. But I would say, Ben, I think it's important at this moment. You've only got 1 quarter left. In fact, 1/4 and 4 minutes left. You would want to make use of it in order to at least get into a position where you can level the match and maybe even push for a win if possible. But as long as they continue in this, it augurs well for Sharkia, because time continues to go, and more importantly, the victory edges closer and closer.
Yes, as Ochan does feel a lot better after some relief, courtesy of Health Point medics, back onto the field to assume his duty in goal.
What a pass. Upfield. Again, just finding the defense lines of Kampala Hockey Club just far too open. But this time round, looking to be a bit more compact, not allow the pass to come through. Some wizardry to get in from Moksha, and he's disappointed once again as the call goes against him. And I tend to find this 50-50 calls will go against you if you've been a thorn in the flesh for the umpire. They tend to go against you. So sometimes being the umpire's best friend could do you a world of good.
Indeed it could. Also, just trying to milk it a bit there, but the umpire right on the money is Eprafas Tomuna Wameni out of Namibia. Amada back on the field. Ball sent across. Chance here for Moksha, intercepted. Good play here. Samuel Webo. James Mugisha on this near side. And Malitenko.
Again, getting good counter-attacking opportunities, but just not distributing the ball fast enough, or not getting enough runners that are coming out of the defensive positions into a counter-attacking position. Here comes another ball into the D. Great flick. But that one just seemed to go way above waist level, almost hitting a Kampala Hockey Club head. But looks like Baguma's time is up in this quarter. He's going to take some rest. Green comes on, looking to add to attack. Well, there comes Kampala Hockey Club driving forward. They've won themselves a foul. Can they restarted quickly? Not enough numbers though that are joining up in the attack. I'm sure not trying to open up at the back. That's the one thing that they want to do. As the saying goes, it is goals that win games, but apparently defenses win tournaments or championships. So I think Kampala Hockey Club trying to hold up to the latter part of that old adage.
Mohamed Amr to restart. On to Hamada.
So Mutenyo comes on, Webo comes off, Bayule as well comes on, and Kagaba also comes on. And apologies by Agaba. And for not just being able to spot the right player to pass to. But here we go. A man who has been a stalwart in defense, using his experience. There we go, finds the pass. Oh, great control. It looks like that is going to be a hit out, or rather it's a foul. against Sharkia. So a couple of seconds left for this third quarter to come to an end. Ben, your general assessment, are Kampala Hockey Club still in it, or are they just holding on?
I'm certainly hoping for a spirited effort in the fourth quarter. They've held their own. Job done, if you ask me. Stemming Sharkia to just the 2 early goals. Advantage, or it's there for the taking to pull off what would be a major upset. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. This one will definitely go down to the wire. We'll be back after this short break.
It has been just more, nothing less, just taking the
My name is Eugene Jomo Achampong, captain of the Ghana Revenue Authority Hockey men's team. Yes, we knew that we were definitely going to qualify for the championship. So right from the beginning of our league season, our main aim was everything that we were doing was geared towards competing in the club's championship. Yes, they are feeling very good. Most of us have played in the championship for some time now, a few of them playing for the first time. So it's quite a kind of a mixed feeling. But then in total, I think that morale in camp is good and the boys are ready.
Yo, what's up? This is Jera. So, word of the day, focus on the winning, keeping positive. See you there.
I think appreciating where Hippo is from. Hippo, it's Hippo Valley Estate, it's a farm. So you'll find that the players, their background is
all right. So here we are, back for the fourth and final quarter. And for Sharkia, they have got just 1 foot ahead. They're leading by 2-1 against Kampala Hockey Club from Uganda. You are tuned into the Africa Cup of Club Champions, the Accc for 2026, being hosted by Zimbabwe right here in Harare, Zimbabwe at the St. John's AstroTurf. It has been absolutely fantastic, electric action over the last couple of days, and it is no different today. Uganda, Kampala Hockey Club from Uganda just needing maybe to put their foot on the gas a little in this one to at least come out with a decent result, either to draw it or to win it. It would make a world of difference if they could.
Yes, indeed. All to play for. 15 minutes against one of the very top sides in Africa, in a strong position, if you ask me. I mean, just the 1 goal in it, a stroke of luck, could be a draw, even major upset, Riumbo.
It's definitely
I'm actually
there.
rooting for them.
It seems like we both are, but somebody has got to root for Sharkia, so
Yes,
I'll stand with Sharkia.
Definitely, my good friend Moksha, many the jewel back in the day, but it will make for a very nice spectacle for the viewers, especially back home. And what a feat it would be for the Ugandans. I mean, not many would count them to do that, but it would be a phenomenal result, not just for themselves, but for hockey, African hockey as a whole.
Oh yes, indeed. Let's see what Kampala Hockey Club can do from here. So still driving up. And loose pass, which was supposed to go to Kavuma, doesn't reach him. And again, another turnover of possession. Looks like Sharkia are the ones that are a bit more urgent right now, trying to look for that all-important goal that we've been talking about there, Ben. The all-important goal that could just put this tie to bed.
Yes, notable difference in their momentum and intensity.
Losing his footing, and I think that one is going to be a long corner to Sharkia. So we were talking about the rich history of Egyptian hockey and how far they've come, how far they're going, and looking at the rivalry of the clubs that came here. Now there's a good counter-attack. Mtenyo. Can Mtenyo get past? He's gotten past one. And here comes a penalty corner. That is a penalty corner, and very important now. Can they bury it?
Yes, a deliberate breakdown of play on the counter-attack for the Ugandans. Missing the ball completely. No malice, of course, but just getting his timing wrong at a crucial time. With just under 12 to go in this fourth quarter, a golden chance for the Ugandans. I mean, one has to really be cheering them on. I mean, it's finely poised. They just need to get the execution right. Injection is good. Trapped, mistrapped at top D. But I do recover it. Swing and a miss. Out to Osama Mohammed. All covered by Kavuma.
It looks like he's hurt. He is hurt. He is hurt. He's gone all the way down. I think a ricocheted off his stick onto an unprotected part of his foot. And those can be painful, Ben.
It's very painful. Yes, we like to play the sport of hockey, but many don't realize how hard that ball is. I mean, if it whacks you, I've got a couple of fractures on my shins, as well as my, just on the lower part of my, just the upper part of my ankle, actually, courtesy of that ball. Not nice.
But albeit you still play it.
Yes, and a green card being shown. Not sure for what exactly. Insult to injury?
Definitely insult to injury. I did see a couple of complaints. That could have also been a result. Lovely little pass by Moksha. He's just smashed it out of play. He didn't care where it was going.
No nonsense stuff. Not mucking around.
Well, not so sure if that's exactly what they need. I mean, in earnest, they are looking for or searching for a goal. So smashing it out of play isn't necessarily the best way to go for it. But who be me after all? Here comes Sharkia, and they manage to pick up a short corner, much to disagreement from the technical bench under us here. And this is going to be a short corner for Sharkia. Sharkia, who I think for the large part of things might be just slightly disappointed that they haven't been able to put this match to bed quickly. But again, it's kudos to Kampala Hockey Club. Defended with a low block, and so all we can hope for is that Kampala Hockey Club will find a way through. Even Steven the match.
Moksha. Well defended, Kampala Hockey Club. As ladies and gentlemen, all our viewers across the world, be sure to assist us again in this one. I've enjoyed the rapport we've had. Looking forward to picking a player of the match. It's finally poised at the minute, but it's hard to separate the sides, really. But we see Derek Knight saying 2 more goals, guys. Let's push. Kampala Hockey Club. And Emmanuel saying that the coach should put Baguma up front. His energy is good and has kept Sharkia in defensive play. Yes, the youngest. It is a hit out as Webo is on the park. Malit, jersey 6, has had a good game as well for his side.
Well, again, a slow restart to the game, allowing Sharkia to shift left and right. Control not great, and possession stolen. And I would agree with the comment there. Maybe get some Baguma up there in order to be able to just have that energy which is needed. A bit more force running up front.
Yes, Baguma magic at that youngest member of this Kampala Hockey Club squad. But being young, you're always daring, full of confidence, backing yourself. I mean, if you don't back yourself, then nobody else will. So, judging from the comments, the likely man for his side as Hada goes aerial, stopped by Moksha. In the D, twisting, turning, looking for a short corner. Mohammed or Osama Mohammed appealing for the short corner. Mohammed Amr onto Hamada. Hamada just screaming at his teammate, looks passive. Weibo with the diving effort. Brave defending from the Ugandans here. I mean, it has been excellent display. The line as they surge forward.
So Kampala Hockey Club in the half of Sharkia.
Ball stolen by Webo. Unfortunately, just playing it onto his foot there. Right smile on his face. He was absolutely excited at that. As Osama Mohammed to Mohammed Amr. Through to Al Said Ahmed. Through ball. Well tracked there by James Mugisha. This is Mohammed Mansour, jersey 9. Al Said to Hamada. Hamada with the switch ball to Mohammed Amr. Amr takes in a deep one. He's feeling the heat, I'm sure.
Well, heat it is right now, as we're now just around 7 minutes left in this encounter. An opportunity to throw in a sucker punch for Kampala Hockey Club if they can. Right now, I think I would be looking for any kind of pass up front. It can be a push over the top. It might be a blistering ball across the turf. They need anything right now in order to equalize. And more importantly, they need numbers. Numbers in attack. And unfortunately, no numbers in attack.
These are not 5, the call. Self starts, does Agaba. Agaba on to Kavuma. Surging into midfield, good skills from Avuma. Twisting, turning. Agaba. Is it early? Chance here for Baguma.
And Baguma, who seems to be the star of the show, not able to bury that chance. Putting a few jitters in and amongst Sharkia defenders. Here comes Sharkia, still holding on to possession.
Yes, Mohamed Mansour just riding the challenge from Weibo. This very measured approach from Kampala. I mean, they just don't want to maybe outrun the Egyptians, but just looking to consolidate and then sort of spring a surprise. Kind of like setting a trap.
Well, that trap seems to have taken 3/4 too many in order to actually try and get there. They conceded 2 goals in the first quarter, Ben, and to this point, they just haven't been able to spring whatever trap it is that they have within their hands. So I would strongly advise that they would actually apply some pressure to the back line of Egypt, maybe make some substitutions if they have to, and just get as much attack onto the turf as possible.
It's just over 4 minutes between a chance at glory and cementing a top spot. It would be for Sharkia. Agaba with the overhead. Right to the ball. On to Weibo. Says it's forward. It is a push in the back from Al Said. Chance here for.
Oh yeah, definitely a chance here for Kampala Hockey Club.
Kavuma.
Oh no, that was far too lethargic in terms of making that pass. Far too lazy. They've been far too lazy.
Yes, a prime chance, positional play for themselves, but just letting themselves down. But a strong showing. They just need to step it up a gear, especially in these last couple of minutes. Just put the pressure on Sharkia. I mean, you never know what you can achieve. Believe in yourself. This is the time to throw the kitchen sink. I mean, come on.
All right, so here comes KHC. Gets past 1, tries to get past 2. They keep going. That ball.
It's the experienced head of Hamada there. Just throwing it down the field just to relieve that pressure. One has to say, they are very cautious in the minute.
So here it comes, right at the top of the D. Loose pass into the center.
Yes, I should Kampala pull off an upset here. Definitely standout player for me. Looked like a push in the back, but umpire Mashoko ruling otherwise. Being urged by Derek Ringtho, more numbers up front. Push forward, Kampala, on the comments here. Just a minute to play. They need to push forward. I mean, do you want to win or not? This is it. Intercepted by Mallet. 40 seconds to go. Lunges it forward. Moksha just killing time there. Manages to retain possession. Iskavuma. Wibo. No heads up play. Hamada recognizing that he needs to throw it with a long overhead. That should be it, ladies and gentlemen, as Saeed. It is a full time.
And they managed to win it. Ben, I did tell you that there was just a little bit too much lethargy. Kampala Hockey Club had many opportunities to have revved it up in the game, to have really brought it to Sharkia, but Sharkia managed to hold on. They created quite a number of opportunities. They'll be a bit concerned with their ability to actually bury some of those.
Yes, undoubtedly a standout player for the Ugandans, but we do have to give it to the winning side in terms of player of the match. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, for that surprise. Commiserations, though. An effort not quite good enough in the end. They just needed to press forward and believe in themselves. But all the same, a very impressive result for themselves against a top-tier side in Sharkia, who turn out victors by 2-1. We'll be back for the post-match presentation shortly. Welcome back to the post-match presentation. I'm here with our player of the match, going to the winning side, though from a spirited, closely competitive number 15, Baguma of Uganda, Kampala Hockey Club, but none other than Osama Mohammed, jersey 13. A complete performance from him, both in attack and defense, where it mattered most. How do you feel about that performance? Sort of scraping home in the end with a 2-1 lead. A bit of jitters at the end, but I'm sure you guys held out pretty well.
احساسك كان ايه في الماتش وانت بتجري وبتروح وبتيجي وكده الكلام ده؟
طبعا احساس كان حلو يعني الحمد لله طبعا على المكسب كان اهم حاجه عندنا المكسب وان شاء الله يعني الماتش الجاي عندنا مهم ان شاء الله يعني احنا ماشيينه خطوه خطوه يعني ستيب باي ستيب ان شاء الله يعني الجاي احسن.
It's important to win the match, not important for the effort, and became other matches be well. Okay.
Yes, step by step, I'm sure, as I heard there. But all the same, well done for the result. You are our player of the match. Congratulations, and do have some silverware to take back home. Alhamdulillah, and all the best for the rest of the tournament, inshallah.
Inshallah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The end of proceedings for day number 4 of the Africa Cup for Club Champions. Sharkia pulling out 2-1 victors over Uganda. Tomorrow, more live action from 11 o'clock. Do hope the weather is a bit more kinder. Thank you to all our viewers. The lovely support in the comment sections, cheering on the young Baguma, Vanessa and co. Thank you very much to everyone in Uganda and Africa and the world. Brought to you live on the Africa Hockey page. I am Ben Muchedzi, your host with the most, signing out here for Rising Stars. Stars to the world. We'll be live once again tomorrow from 11 o'clock. Goodbye.